Here's the windup by Bellin, the 1-1. Strike 2 call. Bulldogs will be at home on Tuesday when the Henderson Lions come to town. Here's the windup, the 1-2. And this one fouled off, right side. So it stays at 1-2 here in the bottom of the first. No score between Carthage and Center. Center Roughriders coming in with a record of 1-3 in district play. I'll have to look up. No, I don't have my phone with me to look that up. Don't have their season record. Here's the 1-2. Strike, 3 call. Got him. So Chambers out on strikes.
Bulldogs, second baseman number 23, Sammy Reese Watson.
And Chambers with a few words as he leaves the batter's box. I guess I don't know whether those were aimed at himself or the umpire. He didn't turn toward the umpire, thank goodness. If you're going to say something like that, you sure don't want to turn toward him. This pitch is hit foul down the third baseline by Sam Watson. 0-1 the count. So Chambers out on strikes to start the bottom of the first for Carthage. Tied shortstop tonight.
According to Max Preps, Larry, Center is 3-10-1, but they're coming off of a 10-1 game versus Gilmer.
Okay, 3-10-1. Hey, thanks. Okay, thanks, Josh. Center 3-10-1 according to Max Preps. Max Preps not the most reliable source, but usually pretty close. Here's the 0-2. That one is low. And the count now is 1-2. The most reliable source, if you're a baseball fan in Texas, high school baseball fan, here's the 1-2 pitch outside. 2-2 is TexasHighSchoolBaseball.com. And I think it's TX. You don't spell out Texas. TX highschoolbaseball.com. Here's the 2-2 outside, and then you click on 4A. Up at the top you'll see 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. You click on 4A, and then you come down and click on Region 3, and then you click on 17, District 17. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That hit him in the helmet. So Watson is hit by a 3-2 pitch, and thank goodness for the helmet. That plunked him right on the helmet as it ricocheted off the helmet back over toward the first base dugout. And that brings up now Davenport. So now runner on first for Carthage with 1 out. Go ahead.
The website you said it, Texas High School Baseball, it says the same thing.
Texas
3-10-1, 1-3 in district.
Okay, 3-10-1. Okay, very good. All right, so Max Preps did have the correct record. Here's the pitch. This is a one-hopper back to the pitcher. Could be 2. Throw to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Very close there. Center thought they had him. At least the first baseman reacting like he thought he had him. So Watson is out. Watson is out 1-4 for the second out of the inning, and Davenport is on first with a fielder's choice. Now let's see if Davenport's going to stay in there and run for himself. Let me check that out here just for a second. Preston, the batter now, Kel Preston. There goes the runner. That's Davenport running, and he steals second. So Davenport steals second. The stolen bases sponsored this year by Red Oak Insurance. Red Oak Insurance, your local go-to insurance agency for great customer service. Now 21's going to come out and run for him. Just ask around. Red Oak has been serving Panola County for over 40 years. That's 40. There are a lot of good agents in Panola County, so no matter who you use, insure local. All right, coming in to run for Davenport is going to be Patrick Malone. And the count is 1-0 on Preston. Here's the 1-0 to Kale. Outside 2-0. Kale, a four sport athlete. And he's pretty much a starter in all 4 of them. Here's the 2-0. He really isn't a starter at wide receiver for the Bulldogs, at least not this past year. But he did play quite a bit at wide receiver. The deep snapper, really an important position on any team. So he handles all the snaps on extra points, and Carthage has a bunch of them every year. Snap the throw back to second by the pitcher, Bellin, not in time. Then in basketball, he's a starter, and I've mentioned on every broadcast just about, this guy has perfected how to take an offensive charge. In one of the broadcasts this year that I did for basketball, he took 4 offensive charges in 1 game. Here's the 3-0 outside and over the screen, over the catcher's head back to the screen. And so it's going to be a walk to Preston and then a wild pitch that allows Davenport to go to third, or allows Legrone to go to third. No, excuse me, Malone. Patrick Malone in running for Dylan Davenport. So now the Bulldogs do have a runner at third with 2 down. Runners at the corners. And let's see, is that Brooks Soap? Preston's still in there. Excuse me, Soap is at the plate. I'll get it straight here in a second. Preston's at first. Good speed there. Better than average speed for sure. In 1 game this year, when he was on first and there was a sacrifice bunt, here he goes. Pitch is high, no throw, and so Preston steals second. And again, Stolen Base is sponsored by Red Oak Insurance, your local go-to insurance agency for great customer service. Just ask around. Been serving Panola County for over 40 years. A lot of the pitch is inside. So now the count is 2-0 on Soap. So 2 runners in scoring position for Brooks Soap, sophomore catcher. Here's Bellin into the wind, the 2-0. Strike 1. Strike 1 call. Bellin working from the third base side of the rubber. Here's the 2-1. Strike 2 call. His right foot is on the very edge of the rubber on the third base side. Here's the 2-2. And let's see. Soap asked for time, and it's granted. Bulldogs will be at home on Tuesday night against the Henderson Lions as we start the second third of district play. Here's the pitch. This one is fouled off. Boy, he barely made contact with that one to stay alive with a 2-2 count. Two count on Soap. Runners at second and third with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. No score. Here's the pitch. This one is fouled out of play, right side. So Soap is making him work. This will be the 7th pitch to Soap from T.J. Bellin. 7th pitch coming up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. So this would be pitch number 8. Now he's got a total, I believe, of 23 pitches here in the first inning. Here's the 3-2. This one is lined into center field. Center fielder coming on, and he makes the two-handed grab for out number 3. So Soap lined it to center, but right at the center fielder, who did not have too far to go to get that one. So for Carthage now in the bottom half of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. So we go now to the top of 2. We'll have it for you after this 90-second break. 9-0, 90 seconds.
Ready to supercharge your future in the energy industry? Panola College is introducing the brand new Matthews Foundation Energy Building, opening its doors this fall with programs in electrician, HVAC, natural gas compression, and welding. Small class sizes, state-of-the-art equipment, and personalized attention, where your goals are our priority. Our hands-on approach means you're diving into the real-world energy experience, setting you up for success from day one. Enroll today at panola.edu/energy to start your electrifying future.
Bink's Quick Stop in Carthage on the corner of 699 and The Loop. Open Sunday through Thursday from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Open for breakfast, and the grill is open throughout the day, and it provides the best hamburgers in town. You can also get a grilled chicken or chicken fried steak. It's all fresh and made from scratch. And, of course, you can fill up your tank with gas. That's at Bink's Quick Stop in Carthage, again on the corner of 699 and The Loop.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go now to the top of the second here at Bulldog Park, Carthage High School. If you're wondering where it is, one way to locate it is go to Google Maps and go to the satellite view, and it's just east of the multi-purpose building. It'd be northeast of the football stadium. All right, leading off for the Roughriders, Cody Atkinson, the left fielder, here in the top half of the second inning. No score in the ball game. Here's the pitch to Atkinson, low and outside, ball one. Center stranded one runner in the first inning. That was a runner at first. Carthage stranded runners at second and third. Here's the windup, the 1-0. Outside. No, that's a strike. Ooh, my, we got a break there, in my opinion. That was an expanded zone, no doubt about it, on the outside corner. I promise you, it was off the plate. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike two. Again, Dylan Davenport a week ago with a perfect ball game, 1-2 the count. Here's the windup and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Atkinson out on strikes. Third strikeout of the ball game for Dylan Davenport. He's already ruined the perfect game tonight, but last week against Gilmer, 15 batters came to the plate and he retired all 15. Again, never got to a 3-ball count. Never. And here's the pitch. This one swung on and missed by Case Milford, the second baseman. And he only went to a 2-ball count on 5 of the 15 batters. I mean, he was on target a week ago. That pitch is outside. Count now is 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Didn't miss by much. That must have been low right there. High school umps, you know, I've called ball games for a long time, and I tell you what, just about all of them. Here's the pitch, the 2-1 pitch, and this is popped up. It's a bunt. Davenport has it over to the first baseman, and that's in time. So Milford is out 1-3. 2 down here in the top half of the first inning, or the top half of the second inning, pardon me. High school umps, usually they're gonna expand the strike zone on the outside to a right-handed batter. That pitch, that must have been low because it looked pretty good. Sutton Link, the batter now, 1-0 the count. And the reason they expanded on the outside is because they're looking over the inside part of the plate. They're looking over the right shoulder of the catcher. Pardon me, they're looking over the left shoulder of the catcher. What am I saying? The left shoulder, which is and his shoulder is even with the inside part of the plate. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike two. So we're in the top of the second. No score. 2 down for the Center Roughriders, and a 1-2 count on the batter. Here's the 1-2. Just missed outside. Now, other than that one pitch that we got the break on, it was a ball. And looked at, here's the 2-2 pitch. This one is hit to right field. Right fielder coming on. Second baseman going out, and the second baseman makes a play. Nice play there, going out by Sam Watson. Sam Watson with the catch there. I don't think the right fielder was going to get to it in time, so 3 up and 3 down for the Center Roughriders. And we go down to the top of 3. No score here in Carthage. Take another 90-second break.
Escogiendo el mejor proveedor médica puede ser difícil. Hope Community Medicine está aquí por ti. Si ocupa ayuda médica, ginecólogo o salud conductal, es nuestra misión proveer acceso de alta calidad de salud a pesar de su habilidad de pagar. Tenemos 5 clínicas en Carthage, Center, Tenajo y San Agustín para poder servir mejor a usted y su familia. 903-690-8395.
It's a powerful storm, and the power is off, completely off. House after house in the dark, each one plunging a family into uncertainty and fear. One dark house after another, and another. And wait, is that light? It is. And there's one reason for it. The owners of this home have a permanently installed backup power generator from Briggs & Stratton.
The city of Carthage, county.
Bottom of the second, and that one's outside and low. 1-0 the count. It'll be Moore, Ritter, and Crawford here in the second inning. Here's the 1-0. This one, a one-hopper back to Bellin. He's got it. Runs halfway to first. Overhand toss in time.
It's a
Caden Ritter up now, center fielder for the Bulldogs. Ritter, a junior. A lot of youth on this team. Now, the major exception to that would be on the mound, where our 2 starters are both seniors. And, boy, they have been outstanding this year in 4 district ball games. Here's the pitch to Ritter. Boy, that looked good from here. Wow, it must have been low. Had to be low. 1-0 the count. I must admit, we're well above home plate here. Okay, so the count now is 2-0. 1 out in the bottom of the second, nobody on. Ritter, the batter, right-handed hitter, straightaway stance. Strike 1. Four district ball games, Carthage has allowed 3 runs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one is a little humpback liner. Second baseman to his right has it. Low throw, dug out by the first baseman. Nice dig over there by the first baseman to prevent the second baseman from getting an error. So Carson Crawford comes up now. 2 down in the bottom of the second, and nobody on. No score in the ball game. Crawford, the third baseman tonight for the Bulldogs. Big ball game tonight at the top of the district standings. Here's the pitch. This one high and inside, ball 1. Spring Hill is playing Kilgore tonight. Spring Hill undefeated in district, 4-0. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. I mentioned that Carthage in 4 district ball games has allowed only 3 runs. In 4 games, Spring Hill's allowed only 1 run. Here's the 2-0. Outside. Skips back to the screen. 3-0 the count. Bellin, a fast worker. Broadcasters like that. Get home at a decent hour. Here's the 3-0. Outside ball 4. So Crawford walks on 4 pitches, and that brings up the bottom of the order, Blayton LeGrone. Just a second. Blayton LeGrone hit by a thrown ball a week ago against Gilmer. Boy, a really scary moment because he was on the ground for a good while, but he's open. Remind you once again, the Bulldogs will be home Tuesday night to face the Henderson Lions. Here's the 1-1. This one, ground ball, left side. Third baseman has it. Going to go over and tag the bag, and he gets there before the runner does, Carson Crawford. And so that's out number 3. So Chambers reaches on the fielder's choice, and Crawford is out at third, 5 unassisted. So for the Bulldogs in the bottom half of the second inning, no runs, no hits. We had 2 base runners, but they both reached on walks. And we've stranded another couple of runners. So no score after this 60-second break. 60 seconds. We'll be back.
You can trust the qualified staff at Hudson Financial Group to help you build the right policy that's created just for the needs of your farm or ranch. Randy and his team recognize the importance of the farm and ranch community in Panola County. They understand how much your property means to you and your family and the hard work it requires to maintain. Give them a call at 903-693-7874, or better yet, stop by and see them at 1519 West Panola in Carthage. The Hudson Financial Group can help you customize the coverage you need.
Score at Bulldog Park between Carthage and Center. Game moving along at a fairly good clip. Center has stranded 1 runner in the ball game so far. Carthage has left 4 in. Jennings. Defensive lineup for Carthage behind the plate. Brooks Soap, Dylan Davenport getting the start. At first is Cade Moore. Second base is Sam Watson. Shortstop is Ty Chambers. Carson Crawford at third. Cale Preston's in left field. Kalen Ritter in center. And Blayton LeGrone is in right. And tonight is district game number 5. So that means that this ends the first third of district play. The first third of district play. And in the first third of district play, you play each of the 5 opponents 1 time. So next week we start playing 1 team per week. We play them twice. So Henderson will be here on Tuesday, and we'll go to Henderson on Friday. And the next week we'll play Spring Hill twice. And the week after that we will play Gilmer twice, and then Kilgore twice, and then Center twice. So that makes up the 15-game district schedule. 1-0 to Caleb Mosley, the center fielder. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count now. I've been doing baseball games for Carthage. I think this is my 28th year. It's either 27 or 28. And last year was the first year that we've had anything but a 10 or 12 game district schedule, depending on how many opponents we have. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So it's a 15-game schedule. And as Coach Causey mentioned to me, the advantage of that, and he mentioned this in the media day show that we had. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 call, got him. So Mosley out on strikes. And that'll bring up Gage Vidrine. Gabe Vidrine. The advantage of it, according to Coach Causey, and this is a good point, is that if you are tied with any team at the end of the district race, you don't have to play a tiebreaker game, because one team or the other is definitely going to win the head-to-head. They're either going to win it 3-0 or 2-1. 0-1 on Vidrine. Here's the pitch outside. 1-1 the count. So looking down the road, if we're right now we're second in the district. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 call. We are actually tied with Kilgore, but the reason we'd be second and Kilgore would be third is because right now we've got the head-to-head advantage. We beat Kilgore 12-0. Here's the pitch. This one is looped foul down the first base line. So we've got the head-to-head against Kilgore, but we don't have the head-to-head against Spring Hill. So it's a good chance that if we want to be the number 1 seed in this district, we're probably going to beat Spring Hill twice in a few weeks, here and at Spring Hill. 1-2 the count now on Vidrine. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside. Dylan Davenport with a 2-2 pitch. Here it is. This one fouled out of play. Stays at 2-2. So the other district games tonight, Spring Hill is playing Kilgore, and that means Henderson and Gilmer are going at it tonight also. In addition to this game between Carthage and Center. Here's the windup in the 2-2. Strike 3 call, got him. So Vidrine is out on strikes. He out looking. And again, that is a backward K. Now back to the top of the order. So 2 strikeouts here in the inning. That is strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's number 5 in the ball game for Davenport. Here's the windup in the pitch. This one swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Before the year started, Coach Causey, here's the pitch. Strike 2 call, indicating that the strengths of Carthage this year, the Bulldogs, the mound and defense. Here's the 0-2. This one popped up foul out of play. Now the big question mark would be the hitting. All right, Davenport ahead of the count, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, got him. So Davenport strikes out the side as the Center Roughriders go down 1, 2, 3. And we go now to the bottom of 3. No score, Carthage and Center. We'll have it for you after this 90-second break. 90 seconds.
Right on the loop, right on the price at Excel Ford ensures the SUV, truck, or car you choose, new or previously owned, is right for you. Your visit and your questions are welcome, even if you're just browsing. Any information you want will be provided. It's the foundation of exceptional customer service that frees you to proceed at your pace and even provides a money-back guarantee. Right on the price and right on the loop. Excel Ford, Carthage, Texas.
This is Darcy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more than just flowers. In shop, we keep a variety of live pot plants, silk arrangements, snack baskets, candles, keepsakes, and a great bath and body line called Magnolia Soaps. We now offer balloon arch installations, so give us a call for your next event. We can even get flowers to your loved one out of town. Thank you for all your continued support, Darcy, Jeanette, Levi, and the girls at Carthage Flower Shop.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank & Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank & Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial needs. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, First State Bank & Trust.
All right, bottom of 3 here at Bulldog Park. Bulldog Park, if you haven't been out here, includes not only the baseball diamond, but the softball field as well. And both of them have a huge C in the middle of the field, in center field. All right, here's the pitch to Sam Watson leading off in the bottom of the 3rd. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning on a 3-2 pitch. Takes that one for ball 1. It's Watson, Davenport, and Preston here in the 3rd frame. Here's the 1-0. High and outside, 2-0. Both fields, again, have a big C out in the middle of the field and in center field. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. Slightly open stance for Watson. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4. So Watson walks on 4 pitches. We need to get some offense going here, dogs. So you've got Watson on first now with nobody out for Dylan Davenport. Davenport reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Starting pitcher for the Bulldogs. When he's not pitching, he's at shortstop. So when he's on the mound, then someone else has to play shortstop, and tonight that's Ty Chambers. All right, Bellin working from the stretch. Pitches outside, snap throw down to first, and Watson is back in. So 1-0 now on Davenport. And I tell you what, that based on that throw, the center catcher has a pretty fast release and a strong arm. Throw to first. Runner back in. Now we have stolen a couple of bases tonight. At least one of them, there was no throw made at all. And the other one, I think if the throw had been on the mark, it was a little short and bounced in, our runner would have been out. Davenport squares around a bunt and takes one high. So the count now is 2-0 on Davenport. So Bellin has thrown 6 pitches in this inning, all out of the zone. Here's the stretch. Davenport squaring around. Now he pulls the bat back. Timeout call. Davenport back in there. A little bit of an open stance. He squares around the bunt, takes a strike. And the count now is 2-1. Looking down to Jason Causey to see what the skipper has in mind right here on this 2-1 pitch. No score in the ball game. Runner on first for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the 3rd. Nobody out. Here's a pitch, and he gets the bunt down. Nice bunt. Bellin has it. Flip to first in time to get Davenport, who hustled down the line, and Watson easily into second. Great bunt there by Davenport. Perfect. And so, with one out, that'll bring up Cale Preston. Preston, the left fielder. And I mentioned that he is a 4-sport athlete. I mentioned that basketball. He's one of our leading golfers. And, of course, starts in baseball. Boy, a busy week for him this week. He's got 2 games 2 baseball games, and the district golf tournament. This one low and inside, gets away from the catcher, but not very far, and so our runners stay put. 1-0. Boys golf team won the district. Luke Lawrence was the first place medalist. Jet Surratt, number 2. Okay, Bellin looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Bunt down. Oh, great bunt, great bunt, great bunt. Going to be a base hit. Oh, yes. Cale Preston, without a doubt, the best bunter on the team, in my opinion. And I tell you what, that one, and that's the advantage right there of turf. The advantage of turf. That was clinging to the line between the grass and the dirt going down the third baseline. Of course, it's turf. It's not really dirt. And so it stayed fair, and that's a base hit. So the Bulldogs now have the bases, no, not the bases loaded. They have first and third. That's an infield single for Preston. First and third with just 1 out for Brooks Soap. Let's go, Brooks. We got to get that runner home. Throw to first. Almost thrown away. Nice save there by the first baseman, Jaden Lane, for center. That one would have gone down the right field line, down the right field fence. There goes the runner, and it's thrown into left field. There goes the runner, and it's thrown into left field, and so the runner is going to go down to third base. So that's going to be a steal for Preston. And then the runner takes third on the error. Not for sure what the catcher was doing there. He threw that into left center field. Did not throw it to second. So a runner in to score, and now we've got Preston at third with 1 out. And a 1-0 count on Soap. Here's the 1-0. Outside, gets away from the catcher, but not very far. So Preston stays at third, and the count now is, I believe, 1-1. And we've got time call. Time call for a conference at the mound. We'll pick a 30-second break. 30 seconds.
If you need a washer and dryer, you must stop at
Monty Bacon and Carthage Furniture has some great deals for you. Rocker recliners just $3.99. A hot plate washer and dryer set, washer $5.49, dryer $4.99, and that includes installation and delivery. A complete bedroom suite, queen bed, dresser, mirror, chest, and nightstands. This is a beautiful sleigh bed set for only $11.35. Monty has a 5-drawer chest, just $125. At Carthage Furniture, check out their blue sofa and love seat. Sofa $459, love seat $3.99. Carthage Furniture, where Rosa speaks Spanish and delivery is always free.
Dealer right here in Carthage since 1951. The parking lot is filling back up and the car business is in full swing. Don't miss a great selection, great service, or a great deal. We have the hottest vehicles in stock today and are willing to make you a deal on any one of them. Looking for a Tahoe or Yukon? Check with us. Invista or Trax? Check with us. Sierra Silverado? Check with us. We even have rates as low as 1.9 for 72 months. Whatever you're looking for, check with us. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle today at Pippin Motor Company.
All right, the count, I believe, is 3-1. We've got a run in here in the bottom of the third, a runner at third with 1 out. This pitch is hit up the middle into center field for a base hit by Brooks Soap. And there, so 2 runs in here in the bottom of the third.
Graves Tires at 809 East Sabine in Carthage show you the affordable way to go. Graves Tires offers name brand tires at a savings. Their number 903-693-4841. They even have used tires for sale. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and on Saturday, 7:30 to noon. Remember, at Graves, you
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger, and now it's an all-time favorite.
You can't beat it. It's hot, it's fresh. I love this burger. It's just perfect.
The sweet and spicy bacon burger is my all-time favorite. 2 beef patties, 2 different types of cheese, caramelized onions. My favorite thing about this burger is the sweet and spicy pepper sauce and the bacon.
You asked for it, and it's back. The sweet and spicy bacon burger is now an all-time favorite at Whataburger.
That's happiness.
All right, we go to the top of the 4th. The Bulldogs finally breaking through to get into the scoring column here as they plate 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, and Carthage now leads it 2-0. For Carthage so far, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and the Center Roughriders have no runs on no hits and 1 error. All right, leading off now for the Center Roughriders will be Jaden Lane, the first baseman. He walked back in the first inning. In fact, he's the only base runner of the ball game so far for Center. This pitch is grounded down to first. Cade Moore has it on the 4th hop. Runs over, tags the bag. Lane out 3 unassisted. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now we mentioned that T.J. Bellin has 62 pitches through the first 3 innings. As comparison, Dylan Davenport with 43 through the first 3 innings. All right, the batter now is the 3-hole hitter, Easton Wolf. Here's the pitch to Wolf. You know, just to give you a couple of stats, that one is low for ball 1. To give you a couple of stats that shows how strong we are on the mound and defensively, but yet our hitting is, even though it's coming along here, it's coming into, you know, we've had 2 games here where the last 2 ball games we've scored 22 runs. Now, we've been helped by some errors from the opponents, particularly Kilgore on Tuesday night over at Driller Park. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one hit foul down the first base line. But just to give you a stat here, Matthew Smith has a record for the season of 3 wins and 3 losses. 3 wins and 3 losses. But his ERA is 1.05. 1.05. Outstanding. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right over his head and back to the screen, and the count now is 2-1. No, the count now is 3-1, pardon me. 3-1. So Davenport into the wide. Here's the pitch. This one fouled out of play, and now the count is full at 3-2. And the ump signaling to the Carthage bench that he needs some baseballs. It's the responsibility of the home team in district play to furnish the baseballs. Three and 2 count on Wolf. Davenport's got the sign into the windup. Here's the 3-2. Fouled out of play again. So Wolf making Davenport run up the pitch count a little bit. This will be the 7th pitch to Wolf. They play Wolf pretty much straight away in right field. That one low and outside, ball 4. So Wolf with a 1-out walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate for Center. Boy, Cale Preston was playing Wolf way over in left center field. The big hole against Wolf, at least, was down the left field line. Logan Horton, the batter now. Cleanup hitter, shortstop. Line to right his first time. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's a stretch by Davenport. The 0-1. He gets the bunt down. Davenport's going to go to first with it. Go to first, and he is out. Davenport's throw just a little bit off right there. Cade Moore was forced to go into keep his right foot on the bag and left foot in foul ground to catch that one. So it is a sacrifice bunt for Horton. And he's out 1-3, which is the second out of the inning. Going to second on the bunt is Easton Wolf. So now center, for the first time in the ball game, they have a runner in scoring position. Their only previous runner before this inning was with one out in the first inning. Jaden Lane walked, but he was left stranded at first base. So now the 5-hole hitter, Cody Atkinson, up, who struck out swinging back in the second. Davenport from the stretch. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. And again, they play him way off the left field line. They don't think he's going to pull it. Preston way over in left center. Ritter shaded over toward right center. This pitch is swung on and missed. That was a high fastball. I think that was out of the zone. He helped us out there. 0-2 the count now on Atkinson. So Ritter, the center fielder, is shaded over, I'm going to guess, 25 feet toward right center. And then the right fielder, Legrone, is straight away and right. Here's the stretch, the 0-2. Swung on him, missed, got him. So Atkinson goes down swinging on 3 pitches. And so for the Center Roughriders here in the top half of the 4th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Center is now stranded 2 runners in the ball game. Both of them reach base with a walk. We go now to the bottom of the 4th. Carthage 2, Center nothing. Back after this 90-second break. 90 seconds.
Check off your to-do list with big savings on building materials at Kane Hardware and Lumber. Kane's is your one-stop shop for building materials for large-scale jobs, small projects, and everything in between. Whether you're building a house, adding on, or just updating, we carry the concrete, drywall, lumber, insulation, roofing, siding, molding, and many more products you'll need. Add character and charm to your home with our large selection of paint colors. We have all the products you need. Shop Kane Hardware and Lumber at 224 South Shelby Street in Carthage.
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
The city of Carthage, county seat of Panola County, gas capital of the United States, and friendliest spot in the world. We have it all: temperate weather, lots of jobs, good schools and churches, and even the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame. Carthage, a great spot on Highway 59 to settle down or just to visit for a while. Panola College, local medical care, a low tax base, and great shopping. That's Carthage. Recommend us, refer us, and revive yourself in the piney woods of East Texas. Carthage, with places we're all proud to call home.
We have a new pitcher for center, number 1, Easton Wolf. Easton Wolf, EASTONWULF. Easton Wolf now pitching for Carthage to relieve T.J. Bellin. So Bellin goes the first 3 innings. Now Wolf comes in the bottom of the 4th to face the bottom third of the Carthage order, leading off with Caden Ritter, the center fielder. Ritter looks at the first pitch, takes it outside for ball 1. Incidentally, I started to say you can send me the score, but I don't have my phone with me tonight, so that won't work tonight. That pitch is outside, 2-0 the count. Wolf working in a hurry, too. Here's the 2-0, outside, ball 3. 3 straight pitches have been off the plate outside from Wolf. Carson Crawford on deck. Ritter grounded to second his first time, outside, ball 4. So Ritter walks on 4 outside pitches. And that'll bring up Carson Crawford, the third baseman. Carson Crawford, the third baseman. He walked his first time. We've got a runner on first. Nobody out. Gets down the bunt, foul ball. We're going to see a lot of sacrifice bunts this year because at least up until now, we just don't have anyone that when they walk up to the plate that you can say, hey, this guy could hit one to the alley, hit one to the wall, way outside, back to the screen. I tell you what, Wolf has been wild outside, and I mean way outside with a couple of them. And that wild pitch sends Ritter down to second base. So 1-1 the count now on Crawford with Legrone on deck. So Carthage with a runner on second, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Crawford gets the bunt down but fouls it off again. So the count now on Carson is 1-2. Strike 3 call. Oh, yep. That one, a breaking ball. And from where it was caught definitely outside the plate. Definitely outside, off the plate. But it was a breaking ball. And it's determined a ball or strike from where it crosses the plate. Okay, I think center got a break on that call. Here's Legrone taking one low for ball one. Bottom of 4, Carthage leading 2-0. Runner on second with 1 out for the Bulldogs. There's a strike. 1-1. Now, let's talk about the upcoming schedule. Henderson will be here on Tuesday night. That pitch is fouled off. 2-2 the count. And with Center coming here, that means that 4 of the first 6 ball games have been here at Bulldog Park. But of the last, we'll have 9 more games after Tuesday night. Of those 9 games, only 3 will be here. Only 3. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Throw to first. He's out at first base because it was dropped by the catcher, and then the runner advances to third on the throw. So Legrone is out swinging, and he is thrown out 2 to 3. So that's the second out of the inning. So now we've got a runner at third. He went to third on the throw to first. Runner at third with 2 outs for Ty Chambers. There's a strike. Now, if you're wondering, why will 6 of the last 9 be on the road? Well, it would have been 5 of the last 9, but when Gilmer came here, instead of playing it at Gilmer last week, that meant that instead of 5 of the last 9 being here, it'll be, being on the road, 6 of the last 9 will be on the road. Okay, that's a ball right there. So 1-1 now in Chambers. Here's the pitch. This one is hit out into short right field. Second baseman going out. Right fielder coming in, and this right fielder is going to make the catch in foul ground for out number 3. So the right fielder that was Sutton Link. He had a long way to go to get to that one, but he did. And so Chambers flies out to right, And that ends the bottom half of the fourth. So for
Largest independent oil field service companies is Pinergy, ranked #1 in the United States for total number of wells drilled. You'll likely recognize Pinergy Carthage top management: Randy Taylor, Brandon Taylor, Andy Snow, Justin Taylor, and Steve Nations. At the Austin corporate office, senior management offers a combined 400 years experience regarding energy services. No more. Check the website pinergy.com or call 903-693-8400. Pinergy.
Better solutions, better building comes from Louisiana Pacific, caring and involved corporate resident. Friends and neighbors in Panola County are the foundation of business at Louisiana Pacific, delivering high-performance building products in the area. You know these folks. You know them from church, civic clubs, as volunteers in the work they do in the community, and at Louisiana Pacific. Good people in good company with you and Louisiana Pacific.
Top of 5 here at Carthage. Carthage leading the Center Roughriders by a score of 2-0. Incidentally, the one is hit to center field. Center fielder Ritter goes back about 4 steps and to his left about 10 steps and makes the catch for out number 1. So Milford lines out to center. 1 down in the 5th. And now Sutton Link comes up, the right fielder. He popped out to second his first time up. Stands up close to the plate. Straightaway stance at the plate. This pitch is high for ball 1. We're in the top half of the 5th inning at Bulldog Park in Carthage at Carthage High School. Carthage leading 2-0. 1 out, nobody on for center. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Just as a comparison, last week against Gilmer in that perfect ball game, he threw 52 pitches in 5 innings. He had 56 through 4 innings tonight. Last week did not walk a batter. A perfect game. Here's pitch 3-0. Now tonight he has walked 1. He's walked 2 batters. But behind on this hitter 3-0 right here. So he's got to come back and get Link. He's got the sign. And he comes to the plate. Inside, that almost hit him. And so Link is on now with a 1-out walk, and that will be walk number 3 in the ball game. So he had a walk in the 1st, the 4th, and now the 5th. And that brings up Caleb Mosley, the center fielder. Third base coach going through a long series of signs. Center played Kilgore close. They lost to Kilgore by a score of 2-1. Okay, here's Davenport working now from the stretch with a runner on and 1 out. He squares around a bunt and takes it high for ball 1. And they've got the runner now, and he is going to be out at second base. The runner on first base, he left a little bit early and then decided, okay, well, I'm going to go to second and try to steal it, and he was thrown out. I think the signal was out, but the runner is staying out there. Now the center coach going out to visit with the base ump. He is out, okay, as now he leaves the field. So Link is thrown out 2-4, I believe. Shortstop. Okay. Okay, it goes 2 to 6 instead of 2 to 4. There's a strike. Now this is Mosley, so now Mosley up with nobody on. So there's 2 outs and 0-1 count now on Mosley. We're in the top of the 5th. Carthage leading 2-0. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 call. Carthage coming off 2 games in which they, scored double digits in runs. They beat Gilmer 10-0 in 5 innings and knocked off Kilgore at Driller Park 12-0. Here's the 0-2 outside, 1-2 the count now. Let's go, Dylan. Get him right here now. Let's get out of this inning. According to the scoreboard, his pitch count is now at 68. Let's get him right here on number 69. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. So Mosley down on strikes. And so for the Center Roughriders, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Carthage leading it 2-0 back in 90 seconds.
Genpack Carthage, over 50 years servicing the food and restaurant industry with superior products. Advancing innovative packaging to enhance the human experience is more than just our purpose statement. It's our driving passion to make people's lives better through the food packaging they use daily. Genpack's dedication to quality assures you get food containers and packaging at its best. Browse and find what you need at genpack.com or look for our products on amazon.com. We are everywhere. Made right here in Carthage by folks you know. Genpack.
FlowZone is your industry leader for all oil and gas pipe, valve fitting, and supply needs. FlowZone Carthage has over 130 years of combined experience with an outstanding safety record. FlowZone, located at 1092 Highway 59 South, just south of Denny's, is ready to offer customer service that will exceed your expectations with services such as free delivery and competitive pricing. Call them today, 903-263-0200.
Ready to supercharge your future in the energy industry? Panola College is introducing the brand new Matthews Foundation Energy Building, opening its doors this fall with programs in electrician, HVAC, natural gas compression, and welding. Small class sizes, state-of-the-art equipment, and personalized attention, where your goals are our priority. Our hands-on approach means you're diving into the real-world energy experience, setting you up for success from day one. Enroll today at panola.edu/energy to start your electrifying.
Bottom of 5 coming up here at Carthage. Sam Watson going to lead off. Watson on base twice, hit by a pitch and then walked and takes a strike. Bottom of 5, Carthage leading it 2-0. Love to get some insurance runs. It's just a little bit too close to be too close for comfort here. There's strike 2 call. It's going to be Watson, Davenport, and Preston here. And that pitch is ball 1. 1-2 the count. This pitch is fouled out of play. And I think the count should be 1-2, but maybe it's 2-2. Let's see. It is 1-2. Okay. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Watson. Nobody out here in the 5th. Nobody on. This pitch is hit down the left field line. Left fielder coming in, and he cannot get it. It's going to hit in front of him. Here's a throw to second, and Watson is in with a stand-up double. So Watson with a flare down the left field line. And he leads off with a double here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Davenport up now. So the Bulldogs have a chance here to add to their lead. Only leading 2-0. Well, when you've got a 2-0 lead, that means the opposition gets a runner on, and the tying run comes to the plate. There's a ball, I believe, to Davenport. Davenport has reached on a fielder's choice and then put down a sacrifice bunt. So we've got a runner at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. He pops the sacrifice up, and the catcher catches it. Obviously not what you want to do when you're trying to sacrifice to pop it up. And the catcher caught it right on top of home plate. So now Preston up with 1 out, and the runner still at second base. Here's a pitch to Cale, and he looked like he was thinking about putting down a bunt. Third baseman playing back. He takes one inside. I tell you what, he can easily beat 1 out with the third baseman playing that far back. Of course, here's a pitch, and he takes another one, ball 2. He definitely has thought about the bunt on both of the first 2 pitches. Of course, you've got a runner on second, so the third baseman's got to think about that runner on second coming toward third. Preston has looked like he wanted to put down the bunt. Here's the pitch, and that one's way outside, ball 3. So with 1 out here, maybe they're just going to sort of, are they going to just pitch around Preston, put him on? 3-0 the count on Cale. Takes a strike there, 3-1 now. On deck is Brooks Soap. Third baseman still playing back. He's back behind the baseline. And that's ball 4 right there. So Preston walks on 5 pitches. And now runners at first and second, still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Carthage leading by a slim margin is 2-0. Soap. Brooks Soap has lined to center and then singled in a run back in the 3rd inning. That was a line drive right back up the middle. That pitch is outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Yeah, when you're only up by 2 runs, that means if the opposition gets a runner on, then the tying run's at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Cade Moore is on deck. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the 2-0. Almost hit him. Inside, 3-0. So Wolf he's had some control issues since coming in to relieve Bellin. 3-0 now on Soap. Here's a 3-0. That almost hit him, ball 4. So now the bases are juiced. And they are juiced for Cade Moore. So the bases are juiced. They're loaded up for Cade Moore. And if you had to pick a guy on the team that probably has, at this point in the season, maybe the most power for Carthage, it would be this guy right here. He's had one of our hardest hit balls, maybe the hardest hit ball we've had so far this season. And it was here at Bulldog Park, a line drive double to right center field. That one's foul back. 0-1 on Cade. The base is loaded here. Great opportunity. Bottom of 5. 1 out. Here's the 0-1. This one hit in the air. This should get a run home right here. Right fielder over. He missed it. He missed it. He had a chance to catch it and just flat missed it. And a run comes in to score, and the bases are still loaded. The right fielder and the center fielder both converging on it, and the right fielder just flat missed it. I think you've got to give an error right there. So the run comes in to score on the error, and Moore reaches base on the error by the right fielder. And so now the bases remain loaded. A run in the bottom of the fifth. Carthage now leads it 3-0. That was going to be deep enough to get the run home from third. There's no doubt about that. Their pitch right there is a strike to Caden Ritter. But the right fielder just flat missed it. Did not get his glove on it at all. Here's the 0-1. This one foul back, and it's now 0-2 to Ritter. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Carthage leading it by a score of now 3-0. Carthage played it 2 in the third and 1 here in the fifth. Bases loaded, 0-2 count on Ritter. The pitch is outside. Nice stop there by the catcher. That being Kobe Lout. And the count now on Ritter is 1-2. Okay, Wolf with the 1-2. This one hit foul. Back into the screen. 2-2 the count. I mean, still at 1-2, pardon me. Still at 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, what a facility here. Beautiful ballpark. That big C, the red C, trimmed in white out in center field. Right in front of the Bulldog dugout. This pitch is hit foul, and the count stays at 1-2. Bulldogs spelled out in red, trimmed in white, down the first baseline in foul ground. And Carthage spelled out in red, trimmed in white, down the third baseline, third base side. The very best artificial turf you can buy. Here's the pitch. That one is low, 2-2 the count. This is the turf that simulates a grass field better than any other turf that you can get. Here's the 2-2. This one hit foul. Well, I tell you what, he's making Wolf work here. This will be the 8th pitch coming up to Ritter. Bases loaded for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the fifth. A run in, just 1 out. They've got the infield back looking for the double play. Here's the pitch. This one is hit on the right side. Second baseman has it, goes to first base in time, and a run comes in to score. So Ritter is out 4-3, but he gets an RBI on that because he drives in Preston from third, the second run in the inning for the Bulldogs. And the runners move up to second and third, so we now have 2 runs in here in the bottom of the fifth. And we scored 2 in the bottom of the third, so it's a 4-0 Carthage lead with runners now at second and third, 2 down. And the batter is Carson Crawford. Crawford walked in the second and struck out looking in the fourth. One 1-0 to Crawford. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. So the advantage now for the Bulldogs a little bit more comfortable, isn't it? 4-0 instead of 2-0. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Now for the tying run to come to the plate, they'd have to have 3 batters get on. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Carthage will be at home on Tuesday night against Henderson. Then next Friday we go to Henderson. So we start the sequence next week of playing one team twice. This is fouled off. So we'll play Henderson twice next week. The following week we play Spring Hill twice. The following week after that we play Gilmer twice, and so on. This is game number 5, so we will be now a third of the way through the district race after tonight. Here's the 2-2. High, ball 3. First base is open here. 3-2 count on Carson Crawford. The windup in the 3-2. Inside, didn't miss by much at all. Boy, that was close there. So Crawford now walks. This is the second walk of the ball game for Crawford. That was very close right there. And in fact, the center coach out asking the plate up, where was that one? I don't blame him. that looked good from here. I'm just being honest. Here's a pitch outside. There's no doubt about that one out to LeGrone. That's way outside. But that final pitch to Crawford could easily, it appeared to me, be called a strike. 1-0 now on LeGrone. There's a strike. LeGrone has walked and then struck out. He struck out in the fourth. This is the 8th batter to come to the plate for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs have scored. Here's the 1-1. Where was that one? That looked good too. It's called ball 2. I think the pitcher's frustrated by some of the calls myself, just watching his reactions. Here's the 2-1. Now that one may have been actually a ball right there, but LeGrone hipped him out by swinging at one off the plate by about half a foot. 2-2 the count. This pitch is swung on and fouled off, so it now stays 2-2. Blayton again was injured a week ago, a really scary moment. He was at third base and was hit by a thrown ball in the face. That just hurts just to think about it, doesn't it? Here's the 2-2. This one, ground ball on the left side. The shortstop has it. Flip to the second baseman for the force out at second. And that ends the bottom half of the 5th inning. So LeGrone reaches on the fielder's choice. And Crawford is out 6-4. So that's the 3rd out of the inning. And Bulldogs score 2 runs here. So let's see, 2-run score on 1 hit. That was the leadoff double by Watson. And let's see, that's the only hit of the inning. So 1 hit and no errors, and we leave 3 runners on. All right, we go now to the top of 6. Carthage up 4-0.
Bink's Quick Stop in Carthage on the corner of 699 and the Loop. Open Sunday through Thursday from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Open for breakfast, and the grill is open throughout the day, and it provides the best hamburgers in town. You can also get a grilled chicken or chicken fried steak. It's all fresh and made from scratch. And, of course, you can fill up your tank with gas. That's at Bink's, a Quick Stop in Carthage, again on the corner of 699 and the Loop.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Escogiendo el mejor proveedor médica puede ser difícil. Hope Community Medicine está aquí por ti. Si ocupa ayuda médica, ginecólogo o salud conductal, es nuestra misión proveer acceso de alta calidad de salud a pesar de su habilidad de pagar. Tenemos 5 clínicas en Carthage, Center, Tenaha y San Agustín para poder servir mejor a usted y su familia. 903-690-8395.
All right, we start the top half of the 6th inning. First pitch to Vidrine. Gage Vidrine, the DH, the 9-hole hitter. It's ball 1. He struck out looking back in the 3rd. So this is just his 2nd time at the plate. Here's the pitch. This one is a strike. 1-1 the count. Vidrine, the 9-hole hitter. So we go back to the top of the order next. Top of 6. Carthage leading at 4-0. The 1-1. Strike 2 call. As Davenport paints the corner twice there. On a pitch that this ump has been consistently calling a strike. Here's the 1-2. This one hit Out into short right field. The right fielder comes in and makes a one-handed grab for out number 1. So we go now to the top of the order, and this will bring up T.J. Bellin, who was the starting pitcher for Center. He has struck out twice, swinging both times. Bellin, a right-handed hitter. Top of 6, Carthage up 4-0. Here's the first pitch to Bellin. And he went for a pitch. Going to lay down a bunt right there. And it's so he went for it. That's a strike. 0-1 the count now on Bellin. That brings Crawford in a few steps on the grass now. This pitch swung on and missed. That one was up in the zone. The count now is 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just missed outside. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. So Bellin down on strikes for the 3rd time in the ball game. And that'll bring up Jaden Lane. Lane walked in the 1st and then grounded out unassisted, 3 unassisted in the 4th. Grounded out to the first baseman unassisted. Another strikeout there for Dylan Davenport. Let's see. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 strikeouts now. So we had 8 through 5 innings, and now he's picked up number 9 here in the 6th. That's a ball there to Jaden Lane, left-handed hitter. Way outside there, 2-0 the count. Let's go, Dylan. Don't lose him now. Lane has walked and then grounded out unassisted to Cade Moore at first base. Davenport with a 2-0. Outside ball 3. Three and 1 the count. Here's the windup, the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 call. So he fell behind Lane 3-0, and now he's got him 3-2. Let's go, Dylan. Finish him off right here. Here's the 3-2. Just missed inside. Boy, I tell you what, the 4 pitches that were balls in that at bat for Lane did not miss by much at all. And that brings up now Easton Wolf. Wolf struck out looking in the 1st and then walked in the 4th. And this is the 3-hole hitter for Center. Usually a 3-hole hitter, one of the better hitters on the team. For most schools at least. Okay, here's Davenport now working from the stretch. That pitch is outside, ball 1. Let's see, now he's up to what, 83 pitches, I believe, 83. He's thrown 15 pitches in this inning. That pitch is way high. 2-0 the count. Boy, you wish he could go the distance right here. But above all, you want to win the game. There's no doubt about that. So we're in the top of the sixth. There are 2 outs. A runner on and a 2-0 count now on Easton Wolf. Right-handed batter stands up close to the plate. This one's high. Ball 3. Now, whereas with the previous hitter, the pitches on which he was missing, he wasn't missing by much. He's missed by a wider margin here to this particular hitter. So again, we're in the top of the sixth. Davenport, a little shaky here with this batter, behind on him 3-0. And he got behind on the previous hitter 3-0 and eventually walked him. We're in the top of the sixth. Carthage leading 4-0. 2 outs in the inning. A runner on first. Here's a 3-0. That's high, ball 4. So 2 straight walks here now, and now center has runners at first and second with 2 down. Now prior to this inning, he had walked 3, so now he's walked 5 in the ball game. Remember, he didn't walk any batters obviously in that perfect game. We're going to have Jason Causey. I'm not surprised at all. Going to come out and visit with Dylan Davenport. So we're going to take a 30-second break. 30 seconds, and we'll be back.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Tate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discounts you deserve. No policy.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Tate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discounts you deserve. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Agent.
We take a 30-second break. Mike should have taken a 60. Coach Causey is a slow walker. Going after the man. He goes at a very deliberate pace. Nothing wrong with that. Probably thinking about what he's going to say to the pitcher when he goes out there. All right, so now runners at first and second for center. Top of the sixth. Carthage leading 4-0. There are 2 outs, but 2 runners on. There's a strike right there. So the very first pitch. Now he walked Wolf on 4 straight. So the very first pitch now to Horton. This is Logan Horton, who is lined to right and put down a sacrifice bunt. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. That pitch is a breaking ball well outside. Nice stop there by Brooks Soap, our sophomore catcher. I tell you what, Soap, unless he has an injury. We'll take a 90-second break. 90 seconds.
You can trust the qualified staff at Hudson Financial Group to help you build.
It's a powerful storm, and the power is off. Completely off. House after house in the dark, each one plunging a family into uncertainty and fear. One dark house after another, and another. And wait, is that light? It is. And there's one reason for it. The owners of this home have a permanently installed backup power generator from Briggs & Stratton. Whole house backup power has never been easier or more affordable than with the power experts at Briggs & Stratton. So have one installed in your home and be a shining example of thinking ahead and protecting your family. Hey, somebody has to light the way. Whole house backup power generators from Briggs & Stratton.
Briggs & Stratton, sold at Howell's AC and Electrical in Carthage. Call 903-693-7451.
You can trust the qualified staff at Hudson Financial Group to help you build the right policy.
This is Pastor Monty Pierce, along with all the fine folks at Central Baptist Church, located 1 block off the square in beautiful downtown Carthage. If you don't have a church home and you like friendly folks and a meaningful worship service, we invite you to join us this Sunday. Check us out at centralcarthage.com for times and more information.
Now to the bottom of the 6th, and we've got the top of the order up. So maybe we can pick up another run or two here and give us a little bit more of a cushion. Ty Chambers leading off. And the count to him is 1-1. Chambers struck out swinging in the first, reached on the fielder's choice in the second, then flied to right in the fourth. So he is 0 for 3 so far. Gets the bunt down. Pretty good bunt. Pitcher has it. Throws to first. Throws wide. And he is safe at first base. A wide throw. And I tell you what, that's a tough one to call right there. The final decision on whether that was a hit or an error will be made by Coach Causey. And I know Coach Causey's philosophy. He if it's a Carthage batter, he's going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But that was a wide throw, so we're going to call that an error. Okay, this gets past the catcher, back to the screen, so Chambers takes second. So Chambers at second base. On the wild pitch, and so now we've got a good shot here at picking up another run. We've got a runner at second with nobody out, and Watson at the plate with a 1-0 count on him. Here's the 1-0. Gets the bunt down, but pops it foul. So the count now is 1-1. So remember, a runner at second with nobody out here at the bottom of the 6th. Carthage left 4-0. Watson at the plate. He's been on all 3 times. Take that one outside. 2-1 to count now. He was hit by a pitch in the first, walked and scored in the third, doubled and scored in the 5th. Been on all 3 plate appearances. 2-1 now, Watson. This one also gets past the catcher. That's going to be a pass ball, and Chambers goes to third. So the count now is 3-1 on Watson. So now we have a golden opportunity here to pick up run number 5 in the ball game with a runner at third and nobody out. Again in the bottom of the 6th. So we are in the 6th inning, obviously a 7-inning ball game, so that means center only has one more at bat. I wish I had. Okay, here's the 3-1 pitch, and he gets a bunt down, but it's fouled off. So the count now is 3-2. That was a safety squeeze right there. And now the center coach is going to come out and visit with the umpire. Three and 2 the count now on Sam Watson. Carthage with a runner on third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody out. Runner on third. Watson with a full count on him. Carthage up 5-0 right now. Make it 4-0. 4-0. And this one's fouled off. 4-0 Carthage. 4-0 Carthage lead. Carthage with 2 in the 3rd and 2 more in the 5th. Here's a 3-2. Fouled off again. This will be the 8th pitch to Sam Watson. Here's a pitch, foul back again. All right, this will be pitch number 9 coming up to Watson. Here's the windup, the 3-2. This one fouled off again. This will be the 10th pitch to Watson in this at-bat. And, you know, the theory is that the more pitches this one is hit in the air out to left field, he's going to try for third, and the throw will be late, and Watson is in there with an RBI.
Triple for Sammy Watson.
So Watson with a triple there as he drives in Chambers from third, 5-0, and Watson is at third base with nobody out. Boy, what a surprise he has been this year. A very pleasant surprise. He has started the last, I'm going to guess, maybe 3 or 4 games. And let's see, that's a strike right there. Davenport fouls that off. Watson in the previous game had a hit, had a single, and walked, scored a couple of runs. Before that had a single. So this would be the 1, 2, 3. I believe this is a 4th straight game that he has started. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one is fouled back into the screen. So it stays 0-2 now to Dylan Davenport. Davenport has reached on the fielder's choice, put down a sacrifice bunt, and then popped out to the catcher. He was trying to sacrifice on that pop out to the catcher and fouled it and hit it straight up in the air, popped it up right above home plate, and the catcher had an easy play on it. So a run in here in the 5th inning, in the 6th inning, make it the 6th inning, and Carthage now up 5-0. Here's Wolf to the plate with an 0-2. This one is hit foul out of play. .851, so we are nearing the 2-hour mark here of this ball game. Started, I think, at 6:57. This pitch is hit out into right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit, at least one base. He's going to try for 2. Here's the throw, and it's going to be high, and he's in there with a stand-up RBI double. So Davenport with a stand-up RBI double, and he gets an RBI as Watson comes in to score. And now the Bulldogs are up 6-0. And we're going to bring in a runner now for Davenport. That's going to be Patrick Malone. So Malone in to run for Davenport. So for Carthage, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, and now 2 in the 6th. And Carthage leads in center 6-0. And I wish I had my phone with me. I'd ask you if you know a score on Spring Hill and Kilgore or Henderson and Gilmer to send it to my phone, but don't have my phone with me tonight. Here's Cale Preston taking a strike. Cale has walked, then singled, and then walked. So he's been on all 3 times. 1 for 1 and 2 walks. Okay. 0-2 now on him, however. He's behind in the count. So we've got 2 runs in here in the 6th inning, a 6-0 cushion. Here's the pitch. This one is lined. This is going to be a one-hopper to the second baseman, over to first in time, a little humpback liner. Easy play for the second baseman. So Preston is out 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Moving over to third is Malone in running for Dylan Davenport, and that brings up Brooks Soap. So Soap is lined to center, singled in a run in the third, and then walked in the fifth. So he would be 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Pitch is outside. Dylan Davenport, the pitcher tonight for Carthage. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. This is a two-hopper back to the mound. He looks the runner back to third, throws to first, in time to get Malone. To get Soap. So Soap is out 1-3. And that brings up Cade Moore. Okay, Cade Moore grounded out 3-1. In other words, grounded out to the pitcher, to the first baseman with the pitcher covering, struck out looking, and then reached on an error. Takes the strike, so there are now 2 outs in the inning. Runner on third, and Carthage now leads it 6-0. Here's the 0-1 to Moore. This one's fouled back into the screen. It's now 0-2. I was mentioning, that this field has the very latest artificial turf, the very best. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2 the count. And also outstanding lighting. There's one school in our district where I guarantee you the lighting, there's some dark spots all the way around the outfield, right in front of the fence. There are not any here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's it. Actually, it's foul tip into the mitt. So Moore is out on strikes to end the 6th inning, but the Bulldogs put up a couple of runs on the board here. Let's see. There was one hit. That was the double by Davenport. So the Bulldogs now with 4 hits in the ball game.
Come on now, I know the chair back seats are really comfortable. Let's try that one more time.
And let's see. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. Okay, so we go now to the top of the 7th. Carthage leading at 6-0 here at Bulldog Park. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Right on the loop, right on the price at XL Ford ensures the SUV, truck, or car you choose, new or previously owned, is right for you. Your visit and your questions are welcome, even if you're just browsing. Any information you want will be provided. It's the foundation of exceptional customer service that frees you to proceed at your pace and even provides a money-back guarantee. Right on the price and right on the loop. XL Ford, Carthage, Texas.
This is Darcy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more than just flowers. In shop, we keep a variety of live pots and a great bath and body line called Magnolia Soaps. We now offer balloon arch installations, so give us a call for your next event. We can even get flowers to your loved one out of town. Thank you for all your continued support, Darcy, Jeanette, Levi, and the girls at Carthage Flower Shop.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank and Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank and Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial.
We do have a Henderson-Gilmer score. I'm not sure what inning this is in, but Henderson is leading Gilmer 12-0. Rough year for the Buckeyes so far. Okay, we go to the top of the 7th now. Atkinson leading off, and here's the first pitch to him, and that's a ball. Carthage leading at 6-0. Davenport beginning the inning with 90 pitches. So that was pitch number 91. So that means that he had 20 pitches that he could throw in this inning before he'd have to leave it because of the pitch count. Actually, he started with 90. So that means he had 20 left. 90 plus 20 is 110. Okay, Atkinson has struck out twice, both times swinging. Here's the 1-0. High 2-0. I tell you, just watching it here, I'm not for sure he's going to be able to finish this thing. If he does, well, it's going to be a gritty performance because he struggled some in the last inning. He left 2 runners on. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. I believe he threw 21 pitches in that last inning. Here's ball 4 right here. So he walks Atkinson on 4 straight pitches. Two and 2 the count. And it's okay. It looks like it is 1-2. Pardon me. It's a 1-2 count. 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch, way over the screen, way over the catcher, back to the screen, and the run comes in to score for center. So the shutout has ended now, as that wild pitch brings in the first run of the ball game for center, and it's a 2-2 count now on Milford. So now it's a 6-1 ball game. Two count on Milford. This one, swing and a miss. He got him. So he struggled, but he strikes out Milford for the first out of the inning. But he's got 2 more to get to have a complete game, and he has reached 100 pitches. Now, as wild as he can be, as he has been here in the last couple of innings, that could enter into it right here. He's got 10 more pitches before he has to come out. The pitch to Link, and he's hit by a pitch that barely nipped him. And that may be it right here. Here comes Jason Causey out, and that may be it. We'll wait and see. Okay, he's taking a slow walk. We're going to take a 30-second break.
New inventory is arriving daily at Carthage Furniture. Stop by and check out their...
Monty Bacon at Carthage Furniture has some great deals for you. Rocker recliners, just $3.99. A hot point washer and dryer set.
And the count is now 0-2 on Mosley. This is the 8-hole hitter. Here's the stretch by Dillon and the 0-2. Fouled off. So it stays at 0-2. All right, Davenport trying to finish this one out here. 0-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. Inside. 1-2. And that was pitch number 105. So now he has only 5 pitches left. Now, if you reach 110, right in the middle of an at-bat. You get to finish that at-bat. 1-2 the count now on Mosley. Here's the 1-2. Outside. Snap throw to first, and he's back in there. So now the count is 2-2. But I believe that was pitch number 106. 2-2 the count now on Mosley. Davenport struggling in these last couple of innings. Here's the 2-2. Outside, ball 3. That's pitch number 107. So 3-2 the count now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call, got him. Well, that was close right there as to whether that was a striker off the inside corner. So that's 2 down now. And he will get to face this batter. That's pitch number 108. So unless he gets him to pop out or ground out on this first pitch, unless he gets him to do that, he will then throw pitch number 110 on the second pitch to this batter. He'll get to stay in and finish this batter, but then that's it for him. But there's 2 down. This could be the last out. Let's hope it is. There goes the throw to second, and he is out at second base. He was trying to steal, and that's the ball game. The runner tried to steal, and he was thrown out by Soap. And so that ends the ball game, and the Bulldogs win it now by a score of 6-0. 1 run for center here in the top of the 7th inning. And that is a no-hitter for Dillon. And so the Bulldogs win it by a score of 6-0 after this 2-minute break. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Panola and surrounding counties, for supporting your local GM dealer, Pippin Motor Company, right here in Carthage. We are your Buick SUV headquarters. Come check out one of the many economical solutions Buick has to offer. Encore, Encore GX, Envision, or Enclave are sure.
Tires offers name brand tires at a savings. Their number 903-693-4841. They even have used tires for sale. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and on Saturday, 7:30 to noon. Remember, at Graves, you always save.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the sweet and spicy.
And the Bulldogs win it by a score of 6-1. Center scoring their only run in the 7th inning, and that prevented the Center Roughriders from being shut out. Here are the totals in the ball game for the Center Roughriders. 1 run on no hits. It is a no-hitter for Dylan Davenport. 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and they stranded 4 runners in the ball game. And for the Carthage Bulldogs, 6 runs. Remember, he was coming off a perfect game a week ago against and finished the ball game. The game ended on his 110th pitch of the ball game when a runner was thrown out trying to steal second, and that ended it in the 7th inning. So Davenport goes 7 innings. He gives up 1 run on no hits. He struck out 11 and walked 6, and he gets the complete game victory for the Bulldogs. So Carthage wins it by a score of 6-1. Center now 3-11-1 for the season, and they are 1-4 in District 17 4A. And the Carthage Bulldogs for the season are now 10-7-2, and they are 4-1 in District 17 4A. So once again, your final score Friday night from Bulldog Park at Carthage High School: the Carthage Bulldogs 6 and the Center Roughriders 1. For your Sports Beat station, I'm Larry Allen. Okay, I want to thank Brenton for his work here on the camera, giving you the live stream. He's the man that you should thank for that. Brenton Finson. Got it right. And also to Josh back at the station. Good job, Josh. So the Bulldogs, again, will be at home Tuesday night against the Henderson Lions, and then next Friday night they'll go to Henderson for another district contest. So once again, your final score Friday night from Bulldog Park, the Carthage Bulldogs 6 and the Center Roughriders 1.